nice, sane people to work with, right? Nice, sane people to work with. That's the goal. Part of that is you got to make sure that these crazy people don't owe more on their house than it's worth. And the goal is to make sure that they've got equity in their house. What's that? Equity in their house. We're going to wait to see if the people pop on. You guys start popping on. My live stream's not been working well lately, so I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So put yes, give me some reactions if you can hear me, and hear what we're talking about with today's stream. And also, feel free to put your comments below with questions if you have questions, right? So, I mean, this is something that I've learned studying Fearless Agent for over a decade now, 12 years into my career. I think I started 8 months into it. Met Bob. He saved my life. I'd sold 2 houses before I met him. One was my sister's. The other one was a walk-in, right? So, awesome. We got some people popping on. Who can hear me? Who can hear me? Hey, Tiffany Lancaster. How's, what are you getting, Erda or something like that? You're an Erda or Tooele or something like that? Dylan, my man, what's going on, guys? So if you guys can hear me, put in the comment box. I want to make sure this is working. And we're going to be talking about how do you draw out of them. So I got this little thing real quick. How do you draw out of them, Billy? Good to see you out here. How much they owe on the house. See, when you set the appointment, your goal is very, very simple as a Fearless Agent. Every single day you get to the office, you have one goal in mind. That's to set appointments. The target for the week is 5. When you set 2, your goal is to set 3 more. When you set 3, it's to set 2 more. When you set 5, set another 5, right? You can't set too many appointments, right? You never stop prospecting because you set an appointment. In fact, that's the best time to keep setting appointments. So the goal is to set 5 appointments every single week. What happens, however, when you set the appointment and you have to determine, is this person crazy? Is this person a gambler? Is this person insane? Am I going to go over there and waste my time or not? Now, before we get to that, if you are a newer agent or you're just starting the process of going on appointments and you don't have a lot of appointments, I would go on that appointment no matter if they're crazy or not. And here's why. It's great to go get your teeth kicked in. It's great to go present in front of people. Now, if you have 5 appointments already that week, if you've got 15 active contracts and you've got 15 under contract deals, don't waste your time going on these appointments, right? This is for the guy who needs to learn. This is for the guy who's got to go learn, right? But here's what's important for all of you, no matter what level your production is. Can you guys hear me? Like, I'm not seeing any comments, and I can't just tell if you're just not listening to me, because we need to be interactive here. I got to get feedback from you guys to make sure I'm bringing value to you guys. So give me some reactions or put comments if yes, you can hear me, and you can also put your questions below. So here's the question. You're going to ask them several questions, but this is the question it's so simple. Write it down. Hey, listen, off the top of your head, how much do you own the property? Or here's the other way that you do it. Hey, I could probably look this up, but off the top of your head, how much do you owe on the property? Right? See, here's what happens when you say off the top of your head, when you say I could probably look this up, you're already setting the stage for them. Hey, I could go look this up. This is public information. This is like everyone freaking can look this up, right? But off the top of your head, you know what it is? You know what I mean? Say it with that type of tonality. Hey, listen, I could probably look it up. Off the top of your head, how much do you owe on the property, right? This way, they can tell you, hey, I owe $150,000, right? If you know it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, the property sells for $200K all day long, and they owe $150,000, smells like Bengay, right? Like, that's the name of an equity, right? It's they got some room in there to work with. But if they answer that question and they say, hey, listen, we owe $220,000 and you know the house is worth $200,000, now you got to start thinking, am I going to even go waste my time on this? Or I got to ask more questions. I got to ask better questions, get better information to decide, hey, you know what? They're 4 months behind on their house payment. Let's do a short sell. Boom, let's get them going. Right? And I'm not saying focus on short sales, but I am saying do short sales if you have a process. I don't negotiate my short sales. I have a team that does that. I have an attorney's office, a mitigation department that deals with all of that. I pay them some money and they do it. I still get paid the same amount of money. I put that in the pipeline. But if you don't have that set up, don't waste your time with it. That's why this question is so important. Do they have equity or do they not have equity? right? And to be honest with you, it's not my favorite to work with someone that doesn't have equity, but I will if they are motivated enough. If they've got a job transfer, or if they've got a $300,000 house that's sitting vacant and a mortgage they're paying each month, they're motivated to sell it, right? I literally have had clients bring $20,000, $30,000 into close to sell their house. Is it my ideal client? No, it's not, right? Because they're fighting tooth and nail over every little penny because they got to bring 20 grand into close, right? But the guy that's got $50,000, $60,000 in equity, he's not going to fight you, right? And I'm not saying not everyone needs your help. Everyone that is nice and sane needs your help. The nicer, the saner people have equity in their house, right? And now imagine if you're going to do 50, 60, 70, 100 deals or 15, 20, whatever your goal is for the year, would you rather work with nice, sane people that have equity, that aren't going to fight you over every little thing, that are going to easily do what you ask them, that they're going to actually love you every step of the way? Or would you rather have someone that's upside down in their house, that's penny pinching, that's going to fight you on everything, that's going to make your job hard, that's not going to appreciate you? I mean, which would you choose? You see what I'm saying here? So here's the question again. Hey, listen, now you probably look this up, but off the top of your head, how much do you owe on your house? Okay, boom, write it down. So here's why you want to ask that, is so you know what you're walking into. Right? Sometimes if you ask it differently, hey, just imagine this. How much do you owe on your house? What do you need to know that information for? I think that's private information. How are you going to deal with it when they react like that? Have you heard that before? Have you ever heard a prospect say that's none of your business? When you ask it the right way, people are going to want to actually give you information and be on your team and work with you guys. If you are new to Fearless Agent, go to fearlessagent.com. Take a free test drive. Find out what it's all about. Find out why thousands and thousands and thousands of agents across the country are getting on board with this coaching and training program. Find out why I talk so much about it. I mean, this little phrase right here has saved me so much time and headache over the last 10 years of my life. I didn't use it the whole time. I wish I would have, because I was stubborn. Some of you might be stubborn. Bob might be suggesting something to you, and you might be resisting it. Stop resisting and start embracing it. Start taking action on it, right? Start sending postcards to your sphere of influence and past clients once a month. Start sending postcards to your prospects twice a month, your people farm. Start doing these action items. Don't wait to put it into practice. I saw someone post up in the Fearless Agent group, if you had $1,000 a month to spend each month on marketing, would you spend it on Zillow or would you spend it on AdWords? The answer is simple for me. I wouldn't spend it on either of that. And I'm not saying that I would never invest in that, but I'm 12 years into the business and only now have I even partially invested in online leads, right? That's because I wanted to grow my lead source. But if I had $1,000 and that's it for my budget, I'm putting it back into my past clients. I'm having a swim party. I'm having a bowling party. I'm in February 27th. I'm having a bowling party, right? I'm having custom postcards designed, and I'm going to improve how much I'm giving back to the people that's given so much to me through referrals, through postcards. I'm sending them brownies. I'm sending them to the movies. I'm sending them gift cards for ice cream. You see what I'm saying? I'm investing in the people that trust in me. Why the hell am I going to invest over here online for people that don't even know about me, that haven't done anything for me yet, and ignore the people that have done so much for me? See, that's what's great about Fearless Agent. It teaches you the exact method, step by step, to put together building a referral factory. Think about it. Would you rather work with for sale by owners the rest of your life, or would you rather work with people that love you, that are nice, that are sane, that are going to send you referrals, they're going to do what they're asked, they're going to be nice, they're going to help you out? Who would you rather work with? Would you rather go to a listing appointment that you've got to fight over, 20 other agents that are dropping their commissions, that are given their 67,000 point action plan on the 47 different websites, in their text message plan, and blah, 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 blah? Or would you rather go meet with someone that loves you, that's nice, that's sane, that's going to pay you your full worth in real estate, pay you more than that, so you get a 33% increase, that's going to pick up the pen, naturally sign the contract, think you're the god of real estate, tell everyone about you, the whole entire world, their family, their friends, their enemies, for crying out loud, just so they can get them out of the neighborhood, right? Who would you rather work with, right? So do the system. Be consistent with it and understand it doesn't happen overnight, right? There's all these little things like this one phrase. Hey, off the top of your head, I mean, I could probably look it up, but off the top of your head, how much do you owe in your house? That little phrase right there, it's one of those little things. You add it to your business, it will make the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life so much easier and more profitable. But there's tons of those little things in Fearless Agent, right? I went over one yesterday in the live stream, and I went over some last week. So if you are a Fearless Agent, we appreciate you. We love hanging out with you. We love growing with you. Call Bob anytime with questions, right? And if you were a Fearless Agent but dropped out of the calls, get back in the calls. Contact me, contact Bob, contact Doreen. Let's get you back in those Monday calls so that you're taking advantage of building the business you deserve in real estate. And I did it. I created a 6-figure income, multiple 6-figure income, right? And maybe your goal is not to get to $500,000 a year. That's okay. But your goal might be to get to $100,000 a year. Your goal might be to get to 24, 50, 75, 100 deals. Whatever it is, you can do it step by step, and you can do it much more profitable than any other agent out there. I can promise you that. I've seen it. I know a lot of agents. I'm in the top 1% in my marketplace. I talk to the top producers across the country, and I can tell you Fearless Agents are by far much more profitable than any other agent out there. Hands down. If you're new, if you're just hearing about this, click on the link. Go to fearlessagent.com. Take the free test drive. Find out why so many agents are investing in it. And by the way, it's the least inexpensive coaching out there. It's the highest rate of return. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember the question just to sign off. Hey, I could probably look this up, but off the top of your head, how much do you owe on the house? You will eliminate the resistance of them wanting to think that you're just putting them down to sell it quick and fast. And you'll open them up to tell you everything you need to know so you can get that smell of Bengay. It's called equity. School isn't the best for you. What if it makes more sense to go start that business? Go get your real estate license. Go get your mortgage license. Start up an online business. World travel. I would totally world travel. You know what, Kyle, that's the one thing that I can go back. If I had one regret in my life, I don't regret anything except for this. I went to school.